Question number 1. Which practice is responsible for moving components to live environments? A. Change control. B. Release management. C. IT asset management. D. Deployment management. D. Deployment management. The purpose of the deployment management practice is to move new or changed hardware, software, documentation, processes, or any other component to live environments. Question number 2. Which practice includes the classification and ownership of queries and requests from users? A. Service desk. B. Incident management. C. Change control. D. Service level management. B. Incident management. Service desks provide a clear path for users to report issues, queries, and requests, and have them acknowledged, classified, owned, and actioned. Question number 3. Which practice identifies metrics that reflect the customer's experience of a service? A. Continual improvement. B. Service desk. C. Service level management. D. Problem management. C. Service level management. Service level management identifies metrics and measures that are a truthful reflection of the customer's actual experience and level of satisfaction with the whole service, and engagement is needed to understand and confirm the actual ongoing needs and requirements of customers, not simply what is interpreted by the service provider or has been agreed several years before. Question number 4. What is the primary use of a change schedule? A. To support incident management and improvement planning. B. To manage emergency changes. C. To plan changes and help avoid conflicts. D. To manage standard changes. C. To plan changes and help avoid conflicts. The change schedule is used to help plan changes, assist in communication, avoid conflicts, and assign resources. Question number 5. Which service management dimension is focused on activities and how these are coordinated? A. Organizations and people. B. Information and technology. C. Partners and suppliers. D. Value streams and processes. D. Value streams and processes. The value streams and processes dimension focuses on what activities the organization undertakes and how they are organized, as well as how the organization ensures that it is enabling value creation for all stakeholders efficiently and effectively. Question number 6. How does categorization of incidents assist the incident management practice? A. It helps direct the incident to the correct support area. B. It determines the priority assigned to the incident. C. It ensures that incidents are resolved in timescales agreed with the customer. D. It determines how the service provider is perceived. A. It helps direct the incident to the correct support area. More complex incidents will usually be escalated to a support team for resolution. Typically, the routing is based on the incident category, which should help to identify the correct team. Question number 7. Identify the missing words in the following sentence. A service is a means of enabling value co-creation by facilitating that customers want to achieve. A. The warranty. B. Outcomes. C. The utility. D. Outputs. B. Outcomes. A service is a means of enabling value co-creation by facilitating outcomes that customers want to achieve, without the customer having to manage specific costs and risks. Question number 8. Which is a recommendation of the continual improvement practice? A. There should at least be a small team dedicated to leading continual improvement efforts. B. All improvements should be managed as multi-phase projects. C. Continual improvement should be isolated from other practices. D. External suppliers should be excluded from improvement initiatives. A. There should at least be a small team dedicated to leading continual improvement efforts. Although everyone should contribute in some way, there should at least be a small team dedicated full-time to leading continual improvement efforts and advocating the practice across the organization. Question number 9. Which is a potential benefit of using an IT service management tool to support the incident management practice? A. It may ensure that the cause of incidents is identified within agreed times. B. It may provide automated matching of incidents to problems or known errors. C. It may ensure that supplier contracts are aligned with the needs of the service provider. D. It may provide automated resolution and closure of complex incidents. B. It may provide automated matching of incidents to problems or known errors. Modern IT service management tools can provide automated matching of incidents to other incidents, problems or known errors. Question number 10. Which role submits service requests? A. The user or their authorized representative. B. The customer or their authorized representative. C. The sponsor or their authorized representative. D. The supplier or their authorized representative. A. The user or their authorized representative. The purpose of the service request management practice is to support the agreed quality of a service by handling all predefined, user-initiated service requests, and a service request is defined as a request from a user or a user's authorized representative that initiates a service action. Question number 11. Which practice provides a single point of contact for users? A. Incident management. B. Change control. C. Service desk. D. Service request management. C. Service desk. The purpose of the service desk practice is to capture demand for incident resolution and service requests. It should also be the entry point and single point of contact for the service provider with all of its users. Question number 12. Which guiding principle recommends that the 4 dimensions of service management are considered? A. Think and work holistically. B. Progress iteratively with feedback. C. Focus on value. D. Keep it simple and practical. A. Think and work holistically. The Think and Work Holistically guiding principle advises that all aspects of an organization are considered when providing value in the form of services. This includes all 4 dimensions of service management: organizations and people, information and technology, partners and suppliers, value streams and processes. Services are delivered to internal and external service consumers through the coordination and integration of the 4 dimensions of service management. Question number 13. Which would be supported by the service request management practice? A. A request to authorize a change that could have an effect on a service. B. A request from a user for something which is a normal part of service delivery. C. A request to restore service after a service interruption. D. A request to investigate the cause of multiple related incidents. B. A request from a user for something which is a normal part of service delivery. A service request is a request from a user or a user's authorized representative that initiates a service action which has been agreed as a normal part of service delivery. Question number 14. Which practice is the responsibility of everyone in the organization? A. Service level management. B. Change control. C. Problem management. D. Continual improvement. D. Continual improvement. Continual improvement is everyone's responsibility, and the commitment to and practice of continual improvement must be embedded into every fiber of the organization. Question number 15. Identify the missing word in the following sentence. The purpose of the information security management practice is to the organization's information. A. Store. B. Provide. C. Audit. D. Protect. D. Protect. The purpose of the information security management practice is to protect the information needed by the organization to conduct its business. This includes understanding and managing risks to the confidentiality, integrity and availability of information, as well as other aspects of information security such as authentication, ensuring someone is who they claim to be, and non-repudiation, ensuring that someone can't deny that they took an action. Question number 16. Which guiding principle recommends collecting data before deciding what can be reused? A. Focus on value. B. Start where you are. C. Keep it simple and practical. D. Progress iteratively with feedback. B. Start where you are. The start where you are guiding principle recommends that services and methods already in place should be measured and/or observed directly to properly understand their current state and what can be reused from them. Getting data from the source helps to avoid assumptions which, if proven to be unfounded, can be disastrous to timelines, budgets, and the quality of results. Question number 17. Which is not usually included as part of incident management? A. Scripts for collecting initial information about incidents. B. Formalized procedures for logging incidents. C. Detailed procedures for the diagnosis of incidents. D. Are the use of specialized knowledge for complicated incidents. C. Detailed procedures for the diagnosis of incidents. This process does not usually include detailed procedures for how to diagnose, investigate, and resolve incidents. Question number 18. Which describes the nature of the guiding principles? A. Guiding principles can guide an organization in all circumstances. B. Each guiding principle mandates specific actions and decisions. C. An organization will select and adopt only one of the 7 guiding principles. D. Guiding principles describe the processes that all organizations must adopt. A. Guiding principles can guide an organization in all circumstances. A guiding principle is defined as a recommendation that can guide an organization in all circumstances and will guide organizations when adopting service management. They are not described as prescriptive or mandatory. Question number 19. Which statement about a change authority is correct? A. A single change authority should be assigned to authorize all types of change and change models. B. A change authority should be assigned for each type of change and change model. C. Normal changes are pre-authorized and do not need a change authority. D. Emergency changes can be implemented without authorization from a change authority. B. A change authority should be assigned for each type of change and change model. It is essential that the correct change authority is assigned to each type of change to ensure that change control is both efficient and effective. For normal changes, change models based on the type of change determine the roles for assessment and authorization. Question number 20. Which practice has the purpose of making new and changed services and features available for use? A. Change control. B. Service request management. C. Release management. D. Deployment management. C. Release management. The purpose of the release management practice is to make new and changed services and features available for use. Question number 21. Which value chain activity ensures people understand the organization's vision? A. Improve. B. Plan. C. Deliver and support. D. Obtain build. B. Plan. The purpose of the plan value chain activity is to ensure a shared understanding of the vision, current status, and improvement direction for all 4 dimensions and all products and services across the organization. Question number 22. Which statement about the value chain activities is correct? A. Every practice belongs to a specific value chain activity. B. A specific combination of value chain activities and practices forms a service relationship. C. Service value chain activities form a single workflow that enables value creation. D. Each value chain activity contributes to the value chain by transforming specific inputs into outputs. D. Each value chain activity contributes to the value chain by transforming specific inputs into outputs. These activities represent the steps an organization takes in the creation of value. Each activity transforms inputs into outputs. These inputs can be demand from outside the value chain or outputs of other activities. All the activities are interconnected, with each activity receiving and providing triggers for further action. Question number 23. What is the purpose of the supplier management practice? A. To ensure that the organization's suppliers and their performance are managed appropriately to support the seamless provision of quality products and services. B. To align the organization's practices and services with changing business needs through the ongoing identification and improvement of services. C. To ensure that the organization's suppliers and their performance are managed appropriately at strategic and tactical levels through coordinated marketing, selling, and delivery activities. D. To ensure that accurate and reliable information about the configuration of suppliers' services is available when and where it is needed. A. To ensure that the organization's suppliers and their performance are managed appropriately to support the seamless provision of quality products and services. The purpose of the supplier management practice is to ensure that the organization's suppliers and their performance are managed appropriately to support the seamless provision of quality products and services. Question number 24. What are the 2 types of cost that a service consumer should evaluate? A. The price of the service, and the cost of creating the service. B. The costs removed by the service, and the costs imposed by the service. C. The cost of provisioning the service, and the cost of improving the service. D. The cost of software, and the cost of hardware. B. The costs removed by the service, and the costs imposed by the service. From the service consumer's perspective, there are 2 types of costs involved in service relationships. 1. Costs removed from the service consumer by the service, a part of the value proposition. This may include costs of staff, technology, and other resources which are not needed by the consumer. 2. Costs imposed on the consumer by the service, the costs of service consumption. The total cost of consuming a service includes the price charged by the service provider, if any, plus other costs such as staff training, costs of network utilization, procurement, etc. Question number 25. Which is a purpose of the service desk practice? A. To reduce the likelihood and impact of incidents by identifying actual and potential causes of incidents. B. To maximize the number of successful IT changes by ensuring risks are properly assessed. C. To capture demand for incident resolution and service requests. D. To set clear business-based targets for service performance. C. To capture demand for incident resolution and service requests. The purpose of the service desk practice is to capture demand for incident resolution and service requests. It should also be the entry point and single point of contact for the service provider with all of its users. Question number 26. How should an organization adopt continual improvement methods? A. Use a new method for each improvement the organization handles. B. Select a few key methods for the types of improvement that the organization handles. C. Build the capability to use as many improvement methods as possible. D. Select a single method for all improvements that the organization handles. B. Select a few key methods for the types of improvement that the organization handles. The guidance describes how there are many methods that can be used for improvement initiatives and warns against using too many. The guidance states, it is a good idea to select a few key methods that are appropriate to the types of improvement the organization typically handles and to cultivate those methods. Question number 27. Which ITIL concept describes governance? A. The 7 guiding principles. B. The 4 dimensions of service management. C. The service value chain. D. The service value system. D. The service value system. The components of the service value system are guiding principles, governance, service value chain, practices, and continual improvement. Question number 28. Which is a recommendation of the service desk practice? A. Service desks should avoid the use of automation. B. Service desks should be highly technical. C. Service desks should understand the wider organization. D. Service desks should be a physical team in a single fixed location. C. Service desks should understand the wider organization. Another key aspect of a good service desk is its practical understanding of the wider organization, the business processes, and the users. Question number 29. Which guiding principle recommends organizing work into smaller, manageable sections that can be executed and completed in a timely manner? A. Focus on value. B. Start where you are. C. Progress iteratively with feedback. D. Collaborate and promote visibility. C. Progress iteratively with feedback. The description of the progress iteratively with feedback guiding principle says, by organizing work into smaller, manageable sections that can be executed and completed in a timely manner, the focus on each effort will be sharper and easier to maintain. Question number 30. What is a standard change? A. A change that is well understood, fully documented, and pre-authorized. B. A change that needs to be assessed, authorized, and scheduled by a change authority. C. A change that doesn't need a risk assessment because it is required to resolve an incident. D. A change that is assessed, authorized, and scheduled as part of continual improvement. A change that is well understood, fully documented, and pre-authorized. These are low-risk, pre-authorized changes that are well understood and fully documented, and can be implemented without needing additional authorization. They are often initiated as service requests, but may also be operational changes. When the procedure for a standard change is created or modified, there should be a full risk assessment and authorization as for any other change. This risk assessment does not need to be repeated each time the standard change is implemented. It only needs to be done if there is a modification to the way it is carried out. Question number 31. What happens if a workaround becomes the permanent way of dealing with a problem that cannot be resolved cost-effectively? A change request is submitted to change control. B. Problem management restores the service as soon as possible. C. The problem remains in the known error status. D. The problem record is deleted. C. The problem remains in the known error status. An effective incident workaround can become a permanent way of dealing with some problems when resolving the problem is not viable or cost-effective. In this case, the problem remains in the known error status, and the documented workaround is applied should related incidents occur. Question number 32. What is the definition of change? A. To add, modify or remove anything that could have a direct or indirect effect on services. B. To ensure that accurate and reliable information about the configuration of services is available. C. To make new and changed services and features available for use. D. To move new or changed hardware, software, or any other component to live environments. A. To add, modify or remove anything that could have a direct or indirect effect on services. A change is the addition, modification, or removal of anything that could have a direct or indirect effect on services. Question number 33. What is the definition of an event? A. Any change of state that has significance for the management of a service or other configuration item. B. Any component that needs to be managed in order to deliver an IT service. C. An unplanned interruption to a service or reduction in the quality of a service. D. Any financially valuable component that can contribute to the delivery of an IT product or service. A. Any change of state that has significance for the management of a service or other configuration item. An event can be defined as any change of state that has significance for the management of a service or other configuration item, CI. Question number 34. Which describes outcomes? A. Tangible or intangible deliverables. B. Functionality offered by a product or service. C. Results desired by a stakeholder. D. Configuration of an organization's resources. C. Results desired by a stakeholder. An outcome is a result for a stakeholder enabled by one or more outputs. The definition of a service describes how the value of a service enables value co-creation by facilitating outcomes that customers want to achieve. Question number 35. Which is not a key focus of the information and technology dimension? A. Security and compliance. B. Communication systems and knowledge bases. C. Workflow management and inventory systems. D. Roles and responsibilities. D. Roles and responsibilities. The organizations and people dimension of a service covers roles and responsibilities, formal organizational structures, culture, and required staffing and competencies, all of which are related to the creation, delivery, and improvement of a service. Question number 36. Which practices are typically involved in the implementation of a problem resolution? 1. Continual improvement. 2. Service request management. 3. Service level management. 4. Change control. A. 1 and 2. B. 2 and 3. C. 3 and 4. D. 1 and 4. D. 1 and 4. 1. Problem management activities can identify improvement opportunities in all 4 dimensions of service management. Solutions can in some cases be treated as improvement opportunities, so they are included in a continual improvement register, CIR, and continual improvement techniques are used to prioritize and manage them. 4. Error control also includes identification of potential permanent solutions which may result in a change request for implementation of a solution. Question number 37. Which is a key consideration for the guiding principle, keep it simple and practical? A. Try to create a solution for every exception. B. Understand how each element contributes to value creation. C. Ignore the conflicting objectives of different stakeholders. D. Start with a complex solution, then simplify. B. Understand how each element contributes to value creation. The keep it simple and practical guiding principle states, when analyzing a practice, process, service, metric, or other improvement target, always ask whether it contributes to value creation. Question number 38. What should be done first when applying the focus on value guiding principle? A. Identify the outcomes that the service facilitates. B. Identify all suppliers and partners involved in the service. C. Determine who the service consumer is in each situation. D. Determine the cost of providing the service. C. Determine who the service consumer is in each situation. The first step in focusing on value is knowing who is being served. In each situation, the service provider must, therefore, determine who the service consumer is. Question number 39. A service provider describes a package that includes a laptop with software, licenses, and support. What is this package an example of? A. Value. B. An outcome. C. Warranty. D. A service offering. D. A service offering. Service providers define combinations of goods, access to resources, and service actions to address the needs of different consumer groups. These combinations are called service offerings. Question number 40. What is the definition of warranty? A. A tangible or intangible deliverable that is produced by carrying out an activity. B. The assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements. C. A possible event that could cause harm or loss, or make it more difficult to achieve objectives. D. The functionality offered by a product or service to meet a particular need. B. The assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements. Warranty is assurance that a product or service will meet agreed requirements.